Undercover better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves that flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get above the lane. Ain't about the trade, have another trader, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Undercover better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto, undercover better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto.
Good morning. What is going on, everybody? Otter gang. My God, what a day. I smell a little bit of opium in the air. The intro. Tom Crown's in the chat. What's going on, my brother? Good to see you. The intro was done by my wife. She has a media background. She used to be a script editor for the BBC. So she has a little bit of technical... I mean, I try to convince her to edit my videos. I don't think she's going to go that far, but she did an intro for me, which is pretty sweet. So she threw that together, which was pretty awesome. Good to see everybody here. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. Getting a little bounce here. I smell opium. Do you guys smell that? I smell a lot of opium. Twitter's sentiment slowly changing. People are like, oh, Solana ETFs, Cardano ETFs. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Everybody, we go up 5% and everybody's bullish again. Let's go. Guys, if you are new and you don't follow Tom Crown, he just hit 151 subscribers, okay? Go and watch his beginner's course. You can't get better than this. If you're new to trading, you go over here and you watch all of these. Then you go and watch all of these. Full trading course. Invest in yourself. Okay? It's been doing it right since forever. I don't know. 2017? I mean, I was still a pup. Thank you so much for being here, Tom Crown. Going into the charts, what's going on, everybody? I need to get an equalizer for the mic. I don't have an equalizer. I have the Shure SM7 something, plug and play, go kind of deal. I do have a NVIDIA broadcasting way to do it, but I want to say good morning to everybody in the chat, man. You guys are incredible. Let's go to live chat. It always tries to go to top chat. Now, you have to give up one today, guys and gals. Okay, you got to give up one. You got sugar, you got bread, you got dairy. My wife is currently giving up dairy. And literally, my wife is her favorite food is definitely cheese. Cheese is like the way to my wife's heart. Now, don't you be going after my wife with that cheese. that huge spread, okay? What's going on, everybody? Chris Klein, Tom Crown, Massey. Good morning to you, HFG. We are doing well. We got some sleep last night. I don't think my wife did too well. 5-month-old child, sleep regression, all that stuff. Scarface, what's going on? Paul Caruso, Scadwick Gaming, Bass Crouton. Good morning, Tabernac. Jesse, good luck. Randy El Gallo, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Fine. Ernie, Bass Crouton, the bird next door, Anonymous, good morning to you. Crypto, Billy in the chat. Also, go and follow Billy Goat Tales tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there, be square. A great community as well. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, we're all doing well, having a great day. As we can do it with software, that would be great. That would be great. All right, we'll have to take a look, maybe when you have some free time. That would be appreciated. I want to have that audio voice. You know, it's like, after I got home from the Leafs game and I was screaming all night, I had that radio voice. I didn't even need a filter. I was just like this, talking like this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready to rumble. One day. I don't think I have that crispiness, but I'm here. Bass Crouton is absolutely right. It cannot be helped. Board PC guy Chantel, good morning, good to see you. Sugar is poison, absolutely. Have you seen how much sugar there is in like a Coca-Cola when they actually like show you the amount of raw sugar? It's pretty bad. I used to put like triple in my coffee. Like I was one of those persons. Now I put in a singular sugar, sometimes a little bit more. Sometimes I cheat on the first one. It's not good for your teeth, though. Hot drink plus sugar is not good for your teeth, okay? Very simple math. He's making lunch. Darren does things in the UK. Shout out to all the UK people. Good morning to you guys. Board PC guy. Shredder, good morning to you. Buck, Slickback, what's going on? Goldie, Crypto, good morning. Otter, gang in the chat. French Toaster, the bravest toaster of them all. The first form of pop-up notifications is the toaster. We got a whole bunch of you guys in here. Tradefly asking if I'm coming tonight. Tonight, am I busy? I got golf lessons. I'll be there, man. Let's do it. Tonight, I'm coming by the Piper Academy to hang out with Tradefly. Absolutely, I'll be there. Show up. That's what we do here. Good morning to all you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and showing up for me. Orders 5 kilos of cheese. Boink's going after my wife. I don't blame you. My wife is gorgeous. She's an incredible woman, but she's loyal to the coil. So good luck with that, man. Sean Behringer, morning. I'll be lurking. Thank you for lurking. Easy C, Milan. I love the lurkers in the background. You guys back there, you know. Good morning to you guys as well. Al Jr., John Foster. Good to see you guys here. DDT, Randy El Gallo. Airdropper, what's going on? Kalut, good morning. John Foster, Xander, good to see you guys. Thank you guys so much being here. Yeah, so it's a little bit of hopium, right? Let's turn off some of this stuff. Let's just take a look quickly here and what we had. You know, yesterday was we had the short yesterday. 7/8 or the golden pocket retracement level didn't jump in here. I mean, it was 3 drives, bearish divergence coming up into this high in here. And we managed to take a little scalp after it rolled over. So we scalped this for a nice like $150. I was able to scalp this again. And we were able to take a short last night in the Discord from Kyle. So able to take that as well. So there was some good trades, even a late night trade. Not typically. I'll put in like a quarter position size on something like this. But I was able to scalp a couple of trades yesterday, but really choppy. Okay, let's understand that there's always, we get nice price action sometimes, and sometimes I call it highlighter price action, where it's very choppy and very thick, where you're getting stuff like this, where it's not, this wasn't bad in here, but this was choppy. Okay, so environment's everything, right? Environment's everything when we're looking at stuff like this. Zooming out a little bit here on our 4-hour. Horrible price action. I'm not going to lie. Okay. This is This is like I think Tom posted this. It looks like a caterpillar. Look at it. Look at this. Right? It uh uh uh. We caught a nice Suey trade. Suey's still up, blasting to the moon right now. So congratulations to those who took the Suey trade. I mean, from the setup, up 20%. Top notch, baby. Top notch. Love when we have calls like that. It's always a good day to be in the crypto world. Okay? Okay, so the daily green dot confirmed, pushing to the upside. Looking all right. A couple of good things. We'll do top-down analysis once the room fills up a little bit. I always get like, hey, man, are you gonna do some analysis? Right now we're at 186 people. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hitting that like button, all that good stuff. I do appreciate you guys. But we'll do the top-down once we fill up a little bit, just so that everybody isn't asking me for the top-down analysis. So what are you guys giving up? Sugar? Zena, good morning. Love the pink hand. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. John Foster, Crypto. My daughter took your book to class and was able to give a presentation on Bitcoin. Orange pilling 5th graders. Is that from the Billy Goat Tales? Oh my God, that's amazing. I got a picture of me and my son reading Billy Goat Tales. What's up, fam? Hope everyone's doing well. Love you, Tradefly, man. Forget about it. Let's get after it relentlessly. Absolutely. Every morning we show up. Nicholas, what's going on? R Pink. Darren does things. Michael, good morning, banditos. What's going on? Luke Zaldana, what's going on, man? Good to see you as well. Let's go. Let's go. Love that Alex O toaster. The pop-up notifications. Bratochka. I stopped all cola, Pepsi, soft drinks long time ago. Bread also, but it's hard for the beer. Let's go. Okay, nice little bounce here, actually. Let's take a look here, zooming in. Nice bounce. Sweep of the lows here, pushing back in. VWAP's above us. A little bit of a downtrend here. Hasn't mitigated the low down in here. Okay, so we've pushed up, higher low, pushed up, higher low. Okay. Losing VWAP aggressively, so sometimes you can look for a retest. Continuation. No long here, in my opinion, just waiting. Nice sweep in here. Typically going to give you a bull divs when price trickles down like this and then moves quickly down and sweeps the low. It's going to give you a higher low on your oscillator, okay? So let's see if it does push here. But obviously early volume picking up a little bit for that sweep, but mostly rugging people here. Everybody, like I said, a lot of hopium this morning. You just open your Twitter or you open up your YouTube. Okay, you open up YouTube. You click this is all you need, okay? You go on YouTube, you click Bitcoin, you go over here and you take a look. How many open mouth thumbnails do you got? Okay, angry. Everybody's angry so far this morning. Okay, angry. Good smile there. Price is down. Okay, everybody's still a little bit puckered. The last chance of your life. Okay, Crypto always delivering those thumbnails, man. That's the brand though. Like, yeah, urgent alert TikTok. Yeah. Okay, so everybody's looking a bit puckered still. Okay. Maybe not the biggest opium thumbnails, but that's a good stick. I think it's confluence. What do you guys think? Do you guys ever do that? You go like, what's the sentiment? And you just go through your crypto YouTube. Oh my God. John Foster Crypto asks if I'm shorting. I'll short if we come back and revisit this area in here. I'd be looking for it here. All right. Got some key areas down here. Lots of liquidity created within these lows here. Just looking to take it back in. A nice trend line coming up here. VWAP as well. Confluence all together. And then, some targets down below us down in here. Not a heck of a lot in here, okay? We came for a liquidity sweep last night. Boom, pushing up. Bearish divergence within these highs, right? This is at 2 a.m., so we're not trading this. Breaking down here, right? Hasn't taken this low though. So we are still in sort of a, I would say probably a 15-minute uptrend, but we are certainly breaking down a little bit or retracing on like a 5-minute, 3-minute, whatever, right? It's always important knowing time. Time is going to be so relevant, right? And 15-minute time structure is going to be your best to go off of for scalping. So you're going to have your lows, your highs, your lows, your highs, right? So if anything, you're pulling a fib from the low in here up to your high in here, and you got a 786 golden pocket bounce level right now. However, you do have a momentum trend line coming up in here, and you're losing that alongside with VWAP. So that's going to suggest that we can come back down a little bit into something like a golden pocket of the range, right? So this is why time is so important, because if you're pulling fibs, you got to understand that, hey, internal in here trying to push up is great. However, what is the bigger picture? The bigger picture is that, hey, we have come up to the golden pocket of this high to this low, this high to this low. This is our golden pocket here, right? And now we are looking for a possible retracement back in here and a continuation. That's big picture. So we need to understand that before we can zoom in to here, right? Where are we going? Then we can isolate price, try to find some sort of support and resistance. This is also a value area high of the range. Okay. But we look out and then we look in, right? Then we get the microscope. Binoculars first, okay? Don't like this price action here. Would like to see this taken. Not sure if we come down for that. Okay, there is some hopium in here, but I'm definitely looking in both of these areas here. They're quite close together, so I don't want to take any trade without really confirmation on the long. And then with the short, we're looking for just a follow through continuation down, mitigation of this low. Okay. 226 people in here already. Good morning to everybody. Jake Pearson, good morning. Semi Lurker. He's got a semi this morning, everybody. Be careful. I just played Pebble Beach on the sim. Still lost 4 balls. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, I shot a 65 on Pebble Beach Lunchable, so I was on fire. But it's nice to hear you golfing, man. That's awesome. Zena French Toaster, good morning to you guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Tradefly, I shot the best round of simulating golf of my life last Sunday. I shot a 65, 7 under on Pebble Beach. I don't know what happened, bro. It was just all clicking. My friend like rage quit, and he shot like a 78, but he rage quit. He was like, it's not even fair, man. I was just sniping it, man. My wedges were so on fire, like 130 in, I was putting it within 5 feet every time. I was like just flabbergasted. I'm just there. I'm like, okay, little 56 degree, 110 yards, bing. And I'm like, it like literally it lands on the green, it hits the hole and bounces out of the hole. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll take a birdie. It was one of those days that you got to enjoy them when you're having them. Right now, I'm just going to play like trash for the rest of the year. Good morning, Walsh. Jesse, good to see you. Miles, good morning to you. Tuan Nugent. I went to school with a lot of Nugents. Welcome, man. Welcome. Jesse, good luck. Miles, good to see you. Shaka Zulu. What are you giving up? Shaka Zulu? I love the name, man. The name's so good. You guys say sugar, but you're all liars. You're all liars, man. You guys are full of, you walking by, okay? You're in the grocery store and you're walking down the aisle of death. We all know that aisle, okay? Right? We all know that aisle. It's got the chips. It's got the chips. It's got the goodies. It's got the cereal. We were talking about cereal the other day. You're walking past it and you see the wall. You guys all know the wall. And you see it. and you don't know what to do with yourself. And it's Valentine's, so they got deals on, baby. They got deals on. You guys are all liars, man. You guys are all liars. Fair flag trying to break down here. Buenos dias. Xena with the pink hand, always, yeah. Morning Toaster, 1000% says wild berries. Wild berries, some NASDAQ. That worked out for that dump yesterday we were talking about on the Discord, man. That worked out quite nicely, bro. Hopefully you got into that short. He did pop back up here, too, surprisingly enough, and then broke down. That was pretty cool, man. Hopefully you caught those trades, berries. Looks like we're rolling over again. A little hopium push back here. Okay. See how this continues. Good morning, Hodl Crypto. Lucky Deal. Good morning, The Wall. Watch out. BTC making moves to find support above the daily 50 EMA. It's in the game. EMA. The Wall. I'm going to have to add the 50 EMA just because. Why not the 55, though? That's my question. If I'm going to use an EMA, it's a 55. So, we'll see. Rolling over here. My God. What's going on, Master? Good to see you as well. Lucky Deal, my man. Best morning, Buck. That's awesome, kids. And BTC, Chris Klein in the chat, man. Good to see you guys as well. Jesse, good luck. TV gang. Okay, big rollover here. Interesting. Coming into, obviously, a little bit of an order block liquidity zone in here. So rolling over here. We'll see if we do get a bounce. Losing VWAP. Standard deviations down in here as well. So we could look for a reaction at this low for possible long retracement back up to VWAP. Quite a possibility, but need to be patient here. Picking up some volume picking up, though, ever since Asia last night, since 4:30. You can see the volume change quite drastically since 4 a.m. Jesse, good luck. Maybe a Band-Aid. What's going on, Boinked? Please tell me number go up. Number go up. Okay, there you go. There you go. What's going on, everybody? Jay Violet in the chat. Good to see you as well. Board PC guy. Andrew Cameron. What's going on? That's insane. Yeah, bro. It was stupid golf. Stupid golf. I couldn't miss, man. I got pictures to prove it too, because like when you shoot a 65, you're like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna do this again. Just play like a normal person when we go. I will. I'll slice it into the bushes. I promise. I promise. I'll hit a drive. You can take my drive, and I'll take your drive. We can play like that. Okay. We'll have fun, bro. I can't wait. I'm gonna go golfing in Vegas with TradeFly. I'm bringing my clubs. Lil, do you have tips on wedge shorts? Wedge shorts. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Rising wedge shorts. So if you're, I don't know. I don't trade a rising wedge, but you could possibly say this as a rise. Find my words here. A rising wedge or whatever you want to call it. In my opinion, the way I would trade this short is, okay, you got momentum to the upside here. You got a mitigation of the high. As soon as you break structure within here, you can look to get short. Okay? Off confirmation. Because it is a uptrend, right? We were able to short here. But you can see here, you got pretty good confirmation. Mitigation of the high, still golden pocket zone. Okay? You get bearish divergence in here. So you can justify jumping on this downtrend as soon as it starts. Okay, you would look for this to be swept, which it was, so you could get short off of here, right? You could even get short off of here if you're quick enough, kind of deal. But once you recognize the bearish divergence in here, okay, then you're just looking for a retest and continuation down. Very, very simple. And here, this is just a retest back into this order block here. So there's opportunity once you've recognized the bear div, and this move here would kind of give you the idea that you're coming down. So you could look to get short along here, stop loss above these highs here, and look to target back down into the middle of the range, somewhere in here, right? Very, very easy trade, but that's at 4 a.m., right? So, we kind of come to the party late right now. So we'll see if we do bounce out of here, though. Coming into these lows here. Not a key level I'm really looking for, to be honest. Sung Nguyen. Thank you for being here, man. I always want to get your names right. I try my best. Buck, what's going on? I'm dropping the milk, keeping the cookies. I just gave up bread and sugar. My wife just gave up dairy, so bless her soul, man. No more dairy, eggs, and soy. So because the little man, he's having a little bit of stomach trouble, and he's really gassy. So we think he might have like a little bit of a lactose problem. So the wife's giving up lactose, and her favorite food is cheese. Uh-oh, here we go. Sugar is poison, Alex. Some of us know this and prefer no poison. I'm sorry to hear that you are diabetic type 1, Jesse. We love you, bro. Hopefully, there's some good ways to get that under control. We have a couple of friends who have diabetes, and they have like the little thing in there they can scan and the blood sugar and stuff like that. So I'm sorry to hear that, brother, but manageable. Sugar is some kid shit to crave. I crave carbs like a MFer. Okay. What like are you? I'm like 74. I don't even like my own stream. Should I like my own stream? I haven't liked. I think I used to when I was like a noob tube, right? Let's go and like my own stream. All right. I'm going to go in here. Look at that. Look at that beak. Oh, my God. Okay. Most relevant. I would suggest watching this playlist if you do want to trade alongside. Just kind of morning strategy, VWAP. Let's go over here. Here I am. Mute my ass because I don't want to hear that. And I'm going to be like 81. Look at that. I haven't done that in a while. Look at that. I am like 81. Ah. Pretty cool. No sugar for a while. Dave Digital in the chat. Little rollover here. Wow, I got to catch up with this chat. It's way too busy this morning. Way too busy. I'm a gummy bear addict. Meow. My God. Okay, good rollover here. Really coming for these lows. So mitigation of the low. Anybody in the short right now? That's what I want to know. So liquidity on these lows here. I mean, I wasn't going to jump on this short here. Strong momentum to the downside. So whenever I see strong momentum to the downside, I'll always track this and I'll look for a break. Okay, so I'll look for a sweep in here, a sweep, a break, and a continuation back up, and that would be a long trade. Very easy trade, right? You can see how it works. Here's an example, right? So you get an aggressive downtrend, right? Down, break, higher low, continuation out, right? You can even see it over here. You got to wait for the break, though, my friends. You got to wait for the break. Okay, aggressive downtrend here. Break, retest, and go. Was able to get long here, take profits, stopped out, and then it ran yesterday. So that's fine, though. That's fine. Take the money and run. In this market right now, take the money and run is kind of the narrative, in my opinion. We got liquidity here, liquidity here. Lots of liquidity all around. So let's be patient this morning. Not trying to jump onto to this thing rolling over right now. And I'm not trying to catch the knife. Okay? Coming down and sweeping the hopium. That's what's going on right now. We're sweeping the hopium. We get a bounce out of here. Okay? Quite possibly a long opportunity, but we also have the lows in here. This would be the next target, right? So patience. Alex keeps telling me to be patient, and I just keep FOMOing in. Minus 87. Thank you. Joan, good morning. Use 15 moving average and 55 EMA. Very difficult. Like 9 was mine. Boinked. 69 EMA is top tier. I use a 55 because the only strategy that I've ever worked on is the 9, 21, and 55 by Eric Crown. So Eric Crown uses that strategy, and I used to use it for trending markets. So a 55, I used to throw on my 55, my 21, and trade the crosses. Okay, on like a 15, I used to use it. So when market's ripping to the upside and you can't get on, I would look to long between the 21 and the 50, 55. That was kind of a strategy I used to do, but it would have to be, this is obviously a range. It would have to be a downtrending market. So I would short on a 15 between the 21. So I'd identify this as a downtrend, right? And I would be shorting between the 21 and the 55. That was a strategy that I used to trade just when I didn't want to chase price. Okay. So I would be shorting all throughout this, right? That's a strategy I used to use. So sometimes I will put it on when we start to rip and I can't really get an entry into price. I'll put on my EMAs, and that's just a strategy I learned. It's very simple, but trading doesn't have to be hard, okay? Old strategy. When I was, kind of new to trading and didn't scalp, and it was a lot easier to just manage my risk and trade that. But it's a very good strategy if you can identify a trending market, okay? It has to be a trending market, right? We're obviously range bound 80% of the time, most of the time, right? So until you get something like this, or like even this could have been done probably, but this is sideways, right? So here's one, right? Like you got to hopefully get on halfway up okay? Very possible, very, very easy strategy, but it takes a lot of waiting, right? Looks like we're getting a little bounce out of here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got 300 people in here. We might as well go top down now. Okay, let's take the top off. Live starting earlier? No, 8 till 10. 8 till 10 every morning. 8 till 10 every morning, Monday to Friday. Tomorrow might be a short stream. I do have my allergy shot appointment, so I will be leaving earlier tomorrow. What's better, market cipher or chart prime oscillator? That is, it's totally up to you. An oscillator is just a tool, so you can use either one. I mean, I've used market cipher for so long that it's just kind of ingrained in me. I have the chart prime oscillator as well. An oscillator is just an oscillator. It gives you very, very good confluence, I would say, but market structure is going to be king, always. Always. Okay? Overbought, oversold, confluence, money flow, they have them both, right? So it depends on you as a trader. What tickles your fancy, okay? For me, I am sponsored by Market Cipher, and I've been using Market Cipher forever. So it's something I'm comfortable with and something I've built trust with over time. Okay, so whatever you want to invest into, stick with it, because you got to learn. It's like for me when I was a carpenter, I used a DeWalt chop saw, but I used Makita drills, right? Like, but I knew what I was getting into. I knew the feel, right? I know that we want a Bosch hammer drill. Like, just certain things are better, right? And you've used them before, therefore more confidence with the tool. It's just like in trading, right? Maybe your rough carpentry stuffs, DeWalt or Makita, and then if you're getting into some cabinets or whatever, you're using Festool or a track saw. Makita track saw is really good. Like, you're gonna get accustomed to that, right? And that's gonna kind of be your bread and butter, and you're gonna develop trust that I know if I use this table saw, I'm not gonna lose my fingers, right? Beautiful sweep of the lows in here. Coming in. Do we have a key level in here? Whew, we do. We do. Okay, nice bounce. No trade yet. Looking to get long here. If we push back. Nice rollover. This is very steep. This is obviously a liquidity grab before market opens. We've taken this low now. That's good. Market structure shift. Nice sweep in here. Can we reclaim? Reclaim would be nice. I like standard deviations down in here. Sweep of the low continuation here. 1 hour, 2 hour. Rolling over, rolling over, rolling over. 15, bounce. Not yet. Not ready. Money coming out. Pretty aggressive rollover here. Coming back, grabbing liquidity, okay? No trade. No trade. Trading is waiting, as usual. Trading is waiting. Kind of like to bounce out of here, like long. We can just put it on just to see what would have happened if you want. We'll see. We'll let it. Sometimes, do you guys do that? You just put the trade on, like, not going to take it, but let's put it on here, see what happens. Thank you, everybody, for being here. God bless you guys. What is your handicap? So I typically shoot low 80s. So whatever that is. 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I would say 10, 11. Right, shooting like 83, 82. This year is going to be different, though. I've taken lessons over the winter. I've been playing a lot. So I want to be breaking 80 this year. That's the goal. Dave Digital, Kelly L. Good morning to you guys. Crypto, Billy, Wicks, Wi-Fi, 89. Jeff Carlson, Spyros. My food is medicine. Yeah, scene. What's going on, Otter gang? What's going on, Wick 589? I saw that poem you wrote for Dave. Incredible. Ando Panko. What's going on, man? Baby with a lactose problem. Don't they drink milk to survive? Yes, Dave. Yes. Wow. Big chat here. You guys are incredible. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Luke Saldana, board PC guy. Let's get those likes up. We got 117 likes, man. Incredible. Gummy bears. Reese's Pieces. Oh, man. This channel, we just get into food all the time, man. It's always food. Candy canes. God. You guys are hilarious. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Chris Klein, Jesse, good luck, Kelly. All right. Merck, good to see you. Arpad, good to see you. Arash, good to see you. Wick, let's go. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. So let's go top down. We're clearly rolling over here. So what do we see this morning? Let's get rid of that. So we're breaking down now. Break it down now. We'll see where we go. Looking in here initially, okay, we'll see. We got an order block liquidity zone within these lows here. First target. Okay, but when zooming out, what do we see? We got the hopium here of the daily pushing back up. Okay, getting rid of all that. Hopium of the daily, very nasty, ugly price action. Really just sturdy, right? Indecisive candles, sweep of the lows into that golden pocket bounce level, as you can see, right? The hopium is the 2-day. So we've been talking about the 2-day since Thursday last week, and we want to see that 2-day trigger wave come to the upside. And that closes, our first close going into the end of the week is today in 10 hours. Okay, so 10 hours for this candle. We want to see it close positively because we want to be positive people. Okay, the 12-hour here finally starting to push up. Absolutely disgusting wave here, but pushing up nonetheless, but cooling off. Okay, so what we're looking for is, if this is pig nipples or whatever you want to call it, we're looking for that trigger wave. That's going to be ideal when looking at the 12-hour here. Now for today, what can we say? If we just want to look at this as a range, right? So we're pulling a range, and we were talking range bound trading the other day. So we'll go to Monday, right? We'll pull our range within here. And we can see that, you know, if we are trading under the point of control, we typically come down to the value area low. However, we have put in a high here. So we've mitigated the low here, right? So this is an uptrend. So we are looking for a bounce here. This has given us the permission, right? The break is structure in here has given us the permission to look for a higher low in here. Will we get it? I don't know. We'll see, right? But we have trickled up to the height of this range in here. Golden pocket from swing high to swing low. Okay. And now it looks as though we're breaking down now. But there's that hopium that we can put in a higher low, right? So if we reject off the golden pocket here, what do we look for now? We look for the same thing in the opposite direction. We look for the swing low to the swing high, okay? And we're looking generally in these two areas, okay? So we got the golden pocket down in here, right? And then we have a nice order block and stuff in here as well as we continue to roll over here and grab some liquidity before potentially continuing upwards, okay? When we look at market cipher here, we see the 4-hour is cooked, baby. It's cooked. We got a little bit of a anchor wave to the downside here, VWAP crossover. However, the good thing is that our slow oscillator, money flow, is pushing to the upside here. So that is a good sign. So we can just look for a higher low, right? And a continuation up into the green. That's the hopium. Okay, we do want to see the stochastics get above this 0 line here. That would give us some strength. And hopefully we want to see it oscillate above here in an uptrend, just like how it's been oscillating below here in a downtrend. So we want to see this hold and continue, okay? Not out of the woods yet, okay? Not out of the woods yet. The 3 rolling over, okay? Money's coming out as well. The 2 rolling over, money's coming out as well. Now the 2 is starting to reset, okay? So when the VWAP gets below the negative 10, okay, it's typically looking to push back, as we can see in here, as we can see in here, as we can see in here. So this is typically your first sign of reversal. Coming back in, right? Pushing back in, momentum curving back up, money hopefully curving back up as well. Okay, that's the hopium here, is that the VWAP is going to come back to the 0 line. Our little oscillator that could, right? The strong little oscillator giving us confluence for potential bounce and continuation upwards from this uptrend that we have just put in. Okay, the 1 hour 2 is overextended to the downside. So this is looking for a snapback into the 0 line here on the VWAP, holding the 0 line on the stochastics and continuing onwards and upwards. Something like this, right? Something where it comes down here and it bounces, right? And it holds. But, you know, right now it's a pretty nasty little dumperelli coming down on us. So be cautious here. Okay, so for today, what are we expecting? For me, sweeping the highs, great job. Okay, sweeping this high in here, rolling over. Like, this is the ugliest Adam and Eve pattern I've ever seen in my life, but it is one nonetheless. This could break down and come down into here somewhere, and then hopefully we bounce, okay? We are not in the short. I would have liked to be in the short a lot earlier. We are not in that short. Now I look to favor a bounce at some of these key levels, and we'll see if we get that today. If we do push back up into this trend line here, we could look for a potential short, but I think we missed the boat on that one, to be honest. So we'll look for a break of this downwards trend line, and hopefully we can go onwards and upwards, mitigating the lows. Nice little move in here, zooming into price action. So kind of the targets for today is definitely coming into this low here. Okay, that would be where I'm looking for the first bounce, and then our fair value gap golden pocket down below here at 96,000. Let's call it, okay. But this would be our first stop on the train. So we would look for this potential bounce, back up, maybe golden pocket retracement zone, and then back into here, and then we go, okay. Volatile, okay. This is a round trip price action. If you got long here, if you got yesterday, right, you're round tripping it. So, pay yourself, please. Please, this is just indecision, doesn't know where to go, continues to roll over here. See, it's a good thing we didn't take that long trade. Should have looked for the short there. Right, coming down into the lows here, we'll see how it reacts. We're below VWAP, rolling over quite aggressively this morning. So we're prepared, but we'll have to wait and see, okay? Aggressive downtrend here, yeah. Nasty. So we wait. We'll see if we get anything good here. This could break down, though, as it is. A lot of hopium this morning I saw on Twitter and the Bitcoin, page on YouTube. So, people always get punished for getting too hopeful too soon, okay? Little humble pie. 786 bounce right now. Not interested. We'll see. I want to see structure, right? For me, when we roll over like this, I want to see structure, right? Higher low, right? In here, and then bounce, and then we can possibly justify getting long. Otherwise, we wait. Okay? Thank you, everybody, for being here. We got 340 people here. Thank you for being here. That's pretty cool. If we could get those likes up to the viewers, would really appreciate that. We also have an amazing Discord if you do want to come over and hang out there. I mean, amazing. Yeah, pretty cool. Only $1 a day. Sales on right now until we hit 10K subs, okay? Sales on, $1 a day. I mean, if you can't make $30 off a 20% move on Sui, I don't know what to tell you. Pretty awesome. Kyle with the short trade last night. Pretty awesome. There you go. There was a short trade. Okay. Butthole trade on the weekend. Okay, yeah, I said it. Butthole trade. Okay. Okay. Tia. Look, I can't believe I'm saying this, but congrats to anyone who got into butthole with me. We have fun. The butthole trade was given in advance. We got live streams. We got 4 amazing traders, a great community of people, testimonials. I mean, go and read them if you don't believe me. 5x'd his account. People just crushing it. Very grateful for everybody in here. Built on kindness. That's it. There's the shill. Join the Discord. See you there. Be there or be square. Rolling over here, Bitcoin. Everybody's crying now. We got we got some Chair Powell testimonial today. Okay. Does anybody know what this is? Chair Powell testimonial at 10 a.m. Okay. Do you want me to read this? I could read this to you. I think you can read, though. Okay. Talking about rate cuts. Yeah, all that good stuff. Chair Powell, man. Chair Powell. That's on today. A couple speeches. Nothing significant. Tomorrow is going to be the doozy, okay? Tomorrow, core inflation, 8:30. I'm going to be here for this, but I got an appointment after. So I'll come and I'll do the inflation reading, fun and your son, top-down analysis, and then I got to go, okay? But I'll be here for the data or the data. Call me data, baby. Let's go. Anybody in the short? Excuse me. Sorry for that. Anybody in the short? Billy asked me to check out Ada, bro. Absolutely. Anything for you, Billy. Ada was in it just broke out. Last time I looked, it broke out. It's probably retesting. Let's take a look for Billy. This is privilege for Billy. Yeah, there it is. So Ada's broken out here. Yeah, there's a breakout. Continuation. Coming up into key resistance at 82 cents. Okay, Billy? We're looking for a retest. You got a flag here. Order block in here. Want to pull volume across here, man. Take a look here. Okay, you got a nice shelf of volume in here. So that's where I'd look for support to be held. If we're rolling over on beautiful old Bitcoin, I'd be looking here, 76 cents. Possible continuation trade. Holding this trend line, momentum to the upside. That's what I'd look for, Billy. Okay? Got to hold. Got to hold and continue to push. Nice move for ADA. I'd expect a retracement and continuation, just like Bitcoin right now. Coming into our pink zone, baby, the pink box. Let's go. All right, coming for that low right now as we speak. What a rollover for Bitcoin. Bitcoin hitting that key level. Sweeping that low. Sweeping that low. Come on, Bitcoin. Sweeping that low. Oh, is it going to bounce here? We're going to get long off of the low sweep. Lowest lane. Ooh. Look at the volume this morning. My God. My God. Rolling over. Almost a 1% move before even 9 o'clock. That's wild. We don't typically get this. Coming into our low. Okay. Low. Sweeping. Sweeping. We want to see bounce out of here. We want to see. Ooh-wee. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Ooh-wee. Come on, Bitcoin. Push back. Push back here. I'm gonna minimize this a little bit now. Okay. We got an order block in here, just so you guys know what I'm looking for. Order block in here, liquidity zone in here, right? So double whammy. We'll see if we bounce out of here. Big rollover this morning. Nice volume. Nice volume. 12-minute here. Getting very overextended. Looking for a potential bounce out of here. No trade yet. Potential long, though. We'll see. Coming down to our key area here. Potential. Potential. Don't want to rush this, though. Nice volume sweep here. I don't want to get in and then volume just die, though. That's also another NASDAQ. Okay. Dixie. Okay. Bitcoin. Rolling. No trade yet. Dragons are very dominant people. They're like control. That's my son. He's born year of the dragon and he's a Leo. I don't know what to do. Could you get any more cool? I don't know. My son's a lion and he's a lion and a dragon. Like, thank God he's not a Scorpio. Why does he say Bitcoin? Because we're up in Canada. We got to farm the corn. It's part of the tradition up here. Bitcoin is the fish. Yeah, it's corn / USDT. Gotta love that corn. Gotta love the corn, baby. Gotta love that corn. Clip that shit. You gotta clip. Yeah, we all got into butthole. Yeah, I know. You guys are all tag team in the. You guys are too much, man. It's not even 9 a.m. You guys are talking about butthole. Good morning, Emma Coiner. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Shout out to our cookie gang over there, Miss Teen Crypto. Good to see you guys here. Thank you for dropping by. Liquidity grab and probably going to go up at market open. Yeah, that's what I would expect too. Big roll over here, grabbing liquidity and then bounce. I saw that slanted head on Sui. We gave that Sui trade, man, in the Discord. Absolute banger. rolling over a little bit, but almost full target hit here. Like, I mean, Jesus. All right. Continuation here, right? Stalling out. This is why you have to wait for volume coming in here. We could stall out right here at this low. Okay? Stall out, something like this. And then you get a higher high. Then you get that higher low. Then you look to go. That's the one. That's typically the one. Okay, once you get something like that in there, easy trade. We'll see. Golden pocket down below us as well, okay? So we don't want to just jump in because this thing could snap down into here, then bounce and then continue, okay? Continuing to roll over. Is there any negative news that has come out besides Jerome Powell opening his mouth again? Nice roll over here. My God. Very nice, justifiable short. Okay, filling up that order block. Filling up that order block. So this is done with. As you take things, you got to make sure you get rid of them on your chart. Key level of support here. Mitigation of this low. Nice bounce. Still waiting. Still waiting. Shout out to everybody here. Let me know if you are in the short. Yeah, I am looking for the long, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Thank you everybody for being here. Long 1 hour rollover. Yeah, pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressive here. Can you check Solana? It probably looks the same, man. Yeah, rolling over here. Same shit. You have broken this big trend line, so you're looking for a retest now for Solana. You're looking in here. 195. 195 for Solana. I've looked at 2 altcoins, 3 altcoins this morning. That's 300% more than I've looked at in the last 3 months. $388 people in here. Thank you for being here, guys. Make sure you guys are slapping up that like button. Subscribe if you are new. We're here every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. live trading, helping you guys navigate these crazy Bitcoin times. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Winter is coming. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Emma Coiner, good to see you. F1, good to see you. Dusty Hunt. Darius the Devil, absolutely. I love hockey. I skate better than I walk. Okay, let's put it that way. I grew up playing hockey. We call it puck here. We play some puck. Okay? Or shinny. We love the puck though. 3 altcoins, full moon. Oh God, Billy. Oh God, man, don't make me check that full moon chart. He's making me check the full moon chart. We're going over the full moon chart. Oh, you're not howling yet, buddy. We're not howling yet. We haven't got that full moon yet. Billy, 15 days from the previous one. So we got to go to the daily here. We're not howling yet. What do we got? 15. Oh my God, that's coming. That's coming tomorrow. We're going to be howling tomorrow, Billy. Billy, we're going to be howling at the moon. Shout out to Crypto Billy, my man. God bless you, bro. We all gonna be trading that moon phase stuff. Nice push here. Going into the 1 minute. No trade yet. Key level of support coming back, reclaiming those highs. Okay. Equal highs here. Trading is waiting, baby. Thank you everybody for being here. 160 likes. That's great, man. Thank you guys so much. Bitcoin rolling over. We'll see what we get. We got Chair Powell testimonial at 10 a.m. Whatever he's going to say, who cares? We'll still make money. Big roll over here. Golden pocket, next level. Okay, next level, golden pocket, 786 area. We do have a key level of support in here. Let's check our, let's just go and check our daily, our daily fixed range volume profile here. So yeah, we're very overextended to the downside. Coming down, sweeping down in here. We can go back to the previous day if we want. Okay, let's go to the previous day. Take a look here. Okay. Yeah. Value area low, previous day. Golden pocket as well. 96.5. 96.5. Rolling over here. Looking down here. Unless we get the reaction we want in here. This is super aggressive right now. Not something we're looking to... We could sense it this morning. There was like... Could you not sense it? Everybody's got like bullish... Their bull pants on. Right? Everybody's got their bull pants on. They're all like, man, we're going back up to $100 million. Altcoin season is on. Altcoin season is not on. Dominance is at 62%. Dominance is not stopping. Anyways. Rolling over here, golden pocket. Anybody in the short, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you are in the short. Be aggressive. Be. Crypto AI, good morning to you. Jesse, good luck. Good morning. What's the ideal entry, boss? So we're just waiting for a reaction on price right now. We do have a key level below us in here. But we wait. We wait. Right? This is, yeah, it's coming for all these people in here. But this fair value gap, golden pocket area zone, we'll see if we come into here, but little fight back here from the bulls. No trade yet. If you are new here, make sure you say good morning. We'd love to say good morning to you guys. This is we treat this like an office, okay? You come in here. Is the bear market now? No, not yet. You come in here, you say hello. We're all humans. No, I did not get into the long. I will let you know when I enter, what I'm doing all the time. Always let you guys know. Okay? This is an open space. This is never financial advice. You should always be taking your own trades. Hopefully this just adds some confluence to the way you're thinking. That's why we're here. This is what I do every single morning. This is how I pay my bills. This is trading, baby. Trading is waiting. I just thought I would just, instead of doing top-down analysis on all your fart coins, I thought I'd just trade with you guys because this is what I do every day. So, welcome. Glad to have you. Come and hang out in the free Discord. There's a paid section as well if you do want to hang out there, but I just like to hang out with you guys. You guys are all giving up sugar. You guys are full of it, man. I doubt you guys are giving up sugar. I doubt it. I doubt it. No, nobody giving up chicken and fish, man. 100x short. Ugh. Alexandra G. What's going on, Alexandra G? Let's see some Alexandra G's in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh, man. So the ideal entry would be a confirmation of a break of structure in here. So if we get above this high in here, right? Stop loss below the low, looking to take it back up to VWAP. That's what I would look for, right? That would be the ideal trade. Only on confirmation, okay? Only on confirmation. Otherwise, this looks to continue to roll over. If we're looking for a rejection, it would be up in here, okay? Coming back, giving everybody hopium, okay? For now, we wait. Very aggressive. We can even track this trend line now. Momentum is steep, baby. Okay? As you break trend lines and continuation trades, okay? I don't trade trend lines. I just use them for momentum and tracking price action. Okay? Money's still not coming in. This is a 1 minute chart too. Let's not get it twisted, okay? Always make sure we're zooming out. Top-down analysis. I mean, we have all of our levels all the way throughout the charts, all the way to Valhalla, okay? But for now, we wait. It's a pretty aggressive candle, I would say, on the 4-hour. Okay? Just loves chopping in here. This is where, like, Bitcoin's comfortable. Hourly trigger wave coming up. I like that. Hourly trigger wave, but money is crossing over to the downside. So cautious here, right? Cautious here. VWAP trying to push back up. So VWAP will give you kind of an indication early. Okay. We don't have another candle for another hour. Okay. So we always check that 9 o'clock candle on the hourly and the half hour. Kind of gives us a good idea what we're getting into. So trying to come back here, but money's coming out, right? So not looking too good here. 3 black crows, okay? After, a triple pattern, typically you get 3, right? 3 to the downside, you get consolidation and continuation, okay? 3 to the upside, you get consolidation after the 3 candles and continuation, okay? So 3 black crows, maybe we get something like this and then falls down. It's what I've seen over time, right? But it's Bitcoin, baby. We'll see. We'll see what we get. NASDAQ rolling over, okay? Lots of liquidity in here that we had mapped out on our NASDAQ. It's been very similar. Okay, anytime we look at our NASDAQ, what has happened? We've pumped, we've dropped. We've pumped, we've dropped, we've pumped. I don't know. Okay, let's not. Maybe it's the tariffs. Maybe, I don't know. It's not for me to decide. It's just up or down. And risk management, baby. High probability setups, hopefully, every single day. Keeping the spot bags separate from our trading bags. That's the most important. Right here, we want to trade well so we can add to our spot bags if we want to do so, or if we want to pay ourselves either way. Getting a little pushback here. Probably coming up for this order block in here. Little tiny order block. It's 9:06. Thank you, everybody, for being on the live. I have ran out of coffee. I'm going to go and I have some on the pot. Don't worry. So I'm going to go and get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Nice push.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves that flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm chopping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat.
Okay, Bitcoin. I leave for 1 second.
Get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well, indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo.
Crypto. Alexo Crypto. That's the one. That's the one. Alexo Crypto. Still no long. Nope. Don't go chasing candles. I went there. You got bull divs in here. 3 drives, so you're looking for a retest back in here. Is it going to run away? Maybe. No chase, no chase, no chase, no chase. 400 people in here, 182 likes. If we can get 18 more likes, I would greatly appreciate that. Then I'll shut up about the likes. Thank you, everybody, for being on the stream, hanging out with us. We'll see how this goes. What exchange are you guys mostly trading on? Let me know in the chat. What exchange are you trading on? I would like to know. I just went and put cream. I put cream in here. I put sugar in here. I had a bite of bread and some beef jerky, all in that break. BloFin, okay. I swing trade on BloFin. BitTuneX. So I heard BitTuneX is good. I'm trying it out right now. I heard BitTuneX is good, non-KYC. WEX, FEMEX. I don't like FEMEX. That's just me. BloFin. Awesome. Yeah, we do have a BloFin link. Pretty good cashback deal. But I'm just curious to see what you guys are trading on. I scalp on MexC, and then I like this bounce. High or low here? Trigger wave to the downside. No trade. No trade. Still waiting. I'll swing trade on BloFin, and then I scalp on MexC. Thank you guys for the likes. I'll shut up about the likes now. 200 likes, guys. Thank you so much. I haven't tried WEX. I'm gonna give BitTuneX a try. I think that's gonna be the next one I try. BitGet, okay. KSEX, okay. Breakout, awesome. Send Discord link, sir. Discord link is in the description down below. I think there's a... Can I just put disc in here? Wait, I spelled dis wrong. That's a dis. BloFin link. Okay, yeah, BloFin's not something I scalp on. It's something I swing trade for sure. KuCoin, old school, man. Old school. BingX is good as well. So I'm very particular with the exchange. I started trading on FTX, guys. So I mean, I only trade. So I'm trading right now on BitTuneX, trying it out. I got like a rep and stuff like that. I get messages for reps all the time. Hey man, you want to promote our thing? And I'm like, I don't know. BloFin's been good to me. They sent me a hair dryer. They also sent me a suitcase. But the liquidity pools in BloFin are legit. The reserves are legit. So always checking stuff out like that. But I did get a BloFin hair dryer and a suitcase. Pretty wild. Good and reliable. Okay. Someone's long. I loved Bybit back in the day. Yeah. We're getting a little bounce here. Not Not what I generally look for bottoming structure here. Got 3 drives down here, so bull divs, okay? And you get your higher high, your higher low. I mean, we could take like a half a position size in here, like that. We could try that. Not ideal in my opinion. Not after this. Order block, retest, rollover. Yeah, I'm not looking for the long yet. I'm gonna wait. If we miss the push out, that's fine. It could push here. I'm not saying that it can't. I just not something. I don't like this. I would prefer this. That would be ideal. Into our golden pocket. That would be better. You're rushing here, in my opinion, if you're trying to get long. You're chasing this push, which is just to grab late shorts. Okay? That's my thought. Hopefully that makes sense. Totally up to you though. You are in control of your destiny. It's your money. Why don't you short? Because to me the move's over. The move's what am I trying to accomplish here, right? Yeah, it's not. The short was this morning. Be chasing price if I'm getting short on this right now. Breakout prop. May I have the suitcase? Yeah, no problem. I'll give it to you. You want it? I think I got it over here. Here it is. BloFin. All right. They sent me this. It had a hair dryer in it. BloFin. Going to work, buddy. It's pretty. Hair dryer. One of those like fake Dyson ones. It was I did a short and I said BloFin blows me away, baby. Hair looking good. Thank you, man. Jason, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Tony Soprano in the chat. What's going on, man? Okay, so you guys be giving up sugar. I think you guys are lying, but we'll leave it at that. Throws at the VWAP retest, yeah. Absolutely. It's all that's why you don't keep all your money on an exchange, my friends. Lewis, thank you for the kind words, man. May you find happiness as well. A hair dryer. Yeah, they sent me a hair dryer. I got a recording of me doing the BloFin as a joke, like a commercial thing. It's somewhere on my I'm sure someone can find it on my my Twitter account. Good to see you, Cockatoo. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Have a great day, man. Thank you for the kind words. So we're waiting here. I mean, flagging out right now into market open. We got 12 minutes till market open here. So the idea, let's go through the idea before we start here. Thank you everybody for being on the live. No trade so far. Bitcoin rolling over quite aggressively. Same with the NASDAQ. Coming back for liquidity in these lows here. Do we come down in here? I don't know. I think we could probably get a pushback today. Want to see a reclaim and continuation here after a rollover here. So the S&P 2 probably going to gap down. Probably trying to fill this gap here around the 6,035 area. So we'll see how this goes. So we'll guesstimate and we'll say here. And we'll see how the rest of the day goes for this. The Dixie rolling over as well. However, still strong here. We want to see it lose 107, continue to drop it like it's hot. Okay. Altcoins getting a little bit of hopium, pushing up, everybody jumping on. The sentiment this morning was pretty bullish, and now, it's kind of humble pie. Humble pie has been delivered. Nice push up here for Bitcoin. Okay, no trade so far. Did it to those who took the long there. It just wasn't for me. If I'm being honest, that's not a setup I typically take. So a little patience here. We'll see how this reacts. We got a higher high in here. Breaking structure, trying to push up. Like I said, I would look for the sweep of the lows, 96.4. That would be great. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be this easy. Okay. But it's not for us to decide. It's for us to participate safely. That's the one. So we have broken the momentum to the upside right now, which is a good show. Okay. A little bit of momentum to the downside here. Good show here. These are very enticing candles, I call them, right? Where you want to press buy because they shoot up. You feel like you've missed the move, right? Enticing. Oh, man, we've missed it. Oh, man, we've missed it. And you got to be okay with missing it, right? You want to trade the plan, not trade what you think's going to happen. As soon as you start trading that, look, you trade that candle, you buy the top, you're wrecked, okay? You're wrecked really quick. Okay, so we don't want to trade the hopium. We want to set the trap, let the market do its thing, a little bit of patience into market open, let price materialize. Trading is waiting. This is the 1 minute chart, okay? Look at the 3 minute. Looks like dog shit, right? So patience will prevail. If we miss the move, there's always another chance to re-enter. Of course, we would think we would come back to VWAP and push back to 97.6. That would be the thought. That would be the thought. Will we? We'll see. Very overextended here on our 15 minute, 24 as well. Let's see. Yeah, 24 pushing back up. Indecisive money flow. Big buy level down in here. Okay. The 1 hour trying to push back. Trigger wave. VWAP trying to push back. 2 hour, same thing. Overextended to the upside. Trying to push back down. We're looking for a bounce. Okay. The 4 hour still looks nasty coming out here. So a lot of things pointing down. Okay. We want the bounce, but we don't want to get into the bounce. It's like if we got short, we don't want to get into the short here. We don't want to get into the short here. We want to get into the short here, right? It's that kind of thinking, right? We're getting long here. We don't want to get long here. We don't want to get long here. We want to get long here or here or here. Let it ride, right? The same thought, right? It's the same thought. You got patience here. Otherwise, we're looking for a retest continuation down. That would be getting short here, getting short here, getting short here. Okay? We need to be pretty contrarian with Bitcoin. It'll move, right? You just want to get on the train on the right direction. You don't want to miss your stop. Okay? Trend line broken. Coconut, palm sugar, monk fruit, raw honey, agave are your friends, Alexo Crypto. That's my wife. She's all over that. She's all over that stuff, man. She feeds me we really well. So I'm just you'll never get me off of my coffee. I'm sorry. We really well, but you're already long from 96.7. Okay. Well, good play. Good play. This is a trap in my opinion. We'll see. We'll see. Trading is waiting, baby. Thank you everybody for being here. We got 400 people in here. You guys are crazy, man. Thank you for being here, hanging out. join the Discord. Come and hang out as well. $1 a day keeps the doctor away. Amazing trade setups, amazing people. Good stuff. Yeah, so I'm trying out Bit2Nex. It seems pretty good. Liquidity seems pretty good in there. Make sure you always go paper trade on an exchange, okay? Most exchanges have paper trading, okay? It's very important to always go and practice. Okay? We're going to give it a whirl. I do like BloFin for swing trading though. BloFin is great. I know the fees, yada yada yada. The fees don't matter as long as your exchange is good in it's got pairs, it's got non-KYC, it's got good liquidity. I know fees, but if okay, little rollover here. Jeez. These people buying this candle. Imagine buying this candle this morning. You are shaking like a leaf. You are shaking like a leaf. If you're long up here, I'm sorry. I told you. Like I said, we're looking this. This is what we're looking for. Thank you, everybody, for being here, hanging out. Incredible people here. I guess we got to spark up some conversation as we wait here. Powell in 10 minutes. No, Powell's in at 10 a.m. Yeah, I think that's what you meant to say, or what you did say. Does MexC lags when you switch tabs? I'm having that problem for a month now. So I won't have multiple tabs open on MexC. I mostly trade Bitcoin, so I'll just keep one open. I think we're seeing the bottom now. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there for sure. We have decreasing volume with price rolling over though. So for me, it's like, okay, we had volume come in at this low in here, right? Then we have volume come in at this low in here. Then we had a push up right here. That's the key, is this push up right here. This candle. This is your candle. Your hammer candle right here. That's your, hey man, hold door, right? No trade yet. Just waiting. NQ's trying to bounce. US 100, same kind of deal here. Trying to bounce. S&P looking to gap down. Check our ES here. Yeah, so gap down, bounce, hopefully. Dixie rolling over. I think someone asked why the Dixie's rolling over and Bitcoin's rolling over at the same time. They don't have to be perfectly correlated, okay? It's more of a trend-based thing, okay? So for losing structure to the downside, right? We've been ripping, right? And Bitcoin stayed flat, right? So, but if we're losing structure to the downside, then we can look for risk on assets to move up, right? Inverse correlated. Not perfect, but it helps. Okay. Stacking confluence. That's all it is. The lower low on money flow right now on the 3-minute. Green dot 12-minute trying to push up here. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Probably going to play out. We got 1 minute till market opens here. Big rollover for Bitcoin. Reckoning all the bulls coming back down, grabbing liquidity in the lows over here. Okay, so it swept these lows. Very nice sweep into here as well. Okay, a nice sweep, big rollover. Lots of fair value gaps above us. Nasty. Takes the stairs up, elevator down. Perfect example, right? Perfect example. If you are new here, thank you for subscribing and hanging out. We're here Monday to Friday, 8 till 10. We just hit 7,345 subscribers. Crazy. Crazy. It's all Dave's fault. I blame Dave. Let's blame Dave. Nick Musgrave, my man, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Let's see some axes in the chat. Keeping the Discord safe. My man, God bless you, bro. Thank you for being me. Full moon pump. The full moon is tomorrow, Jeanette. The full moon is tomorrow. All right. Market is opening up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. All right. The gap down has succeeded. Will it come lower or will we pump? Okay. Dixie rolling over. S&P gapping down, pushing up. Getting a bounce out of the US 100 here. The NASDAQ. Okay. The good old fun here. Trying to push up. Bitcoin trying to bottom out. Is this going to push from here? We'll see. No trade as of yet. Thank you, everybody, for being on the live, hanging out here. Little push from Bitcoin. We'll see if we do get this follow through here. No trade for me right now. Just waiting. Okay, some of you guys are long. Congratulations if you are long. Make sure you guys are paying yourselves. Please, please, please pay yourselves. Okay. No trade as of yet. I would look for this thing to roll and then bounce. Trading is waiting. Everybody on the live, you guys are incredible. Thank you for being here, hanging out. A little fake out to the upside here on market open. Hard day's work made an honest man out of myself. Good job, Nick. Thank you for being here, bro. God bless you, man. Nick Musgrave, top notch. Alexandra G, top notch. Let's go pump already. What's going on, Rashad? Good to see everybody in here, hanging out. Built on kindness, no douche canoes. That's the rule. That is the rule. Ain't nobody got time for douche canoes. Little roll over here. Continuation to the downside here. Don't fade it. Don't fade it. S&P flat. Push back into the range here for the US 100. Solana coming down. That beautiful Sui trade in the Discord. If you are new here, come over to the Discord. Get trade setups like this. I mean, 20% move. Given in advance on the weekend. Oh, spoiled. Little pushback here. Indecisiveness. 1 minute time frame. The flagging out here. Like this could easily break up. Right? Looks like it wants to. Money's coming back in here. I would like to see this first. That's me. Sweep in here or sweep below here. Chop City. Imagine you get long in here and you're sitting through this. That's the problem. It's like with this price action, if you're getting into a trade here, you got to wait through all of this for the decision to be made. Not something I like. Especially with the key level below us here. Okay, Bitcoin trying to roll. Losing support there. I'm still interested in here. No trade yet. No trade yet. Okay, we wait. We wait. I just got the Otter Gang sweater yesterday. The OG here. I got a sample, right? I got a sample with the Otter Gang on the back. Otter Gang on the back looks pretty dope sauce. But the OG on the chest, I want to make it smaller. You can't get, so I wanted to get it like thread, embroidered, I guess that's what you call it, embroidered, but you can't get the print on the back with the embroidered on the front. So gonna have to do maybe both. with the Otter gang. But I got the sample. I'll show you guys. I'm putting it through the wash right now because it smells like, like a fresh printed shirt. So, but I'll show you guys as soon as that's washed. Pretty dope sauce, though. I gotta add in Alexandra G and Army Piper to the Otter Gang collection of everybody in the photo. That's gonna be pretty cool. I gotta add you guys in. This is a photo so far. Let me see if I got it here. Maybe even Dave Digital. If he gets me a picture of a damn otter or Crypto Billy. Otter Gang. That's on the back so far. Sniper's Nightmare, Jonathan Schaefer, Kyle. We got Nick Musgrave. We got myself, Brewberry, Thesis, Lunar Beaches Crypto, Tony Soprano. Let's go. And B Team. Let's go. The gang. Love it. All right. Chop City here. Where's Dutch? Dutch gave me this weird ass otter. I don't know. Trying to push here. Still waiting. Mitigation of the lows, continuation here. Mitigation, continuation. Really? You're going to go off of that Bitcoin? Dirty rascal. Dirty rascal, man. So you got a sweep of these lows in here, a bounce and continuation here. It's going to take the high. That's the question. It's got to try here. Going to try and take the high. Good pushback here. Monday false move, right? Monday false move is really in play right now as it continues to rug people here. If we take this high, then we can look for a continuation trade, but not until then. SPY holding up strong. NASDAQ ripping. Dixie rolling over. Some strength in the regular stock market, but altcoins popping off. Okay, bouncing. Some of them bouncing. ADA's up 10%. Pretty good move for ADA. Bitcoin's trying to go here. You can tell. Just waiting. Money's good here on the short-term time frame. 3-minute money trying to curl back up. It's just a sweep of the lows that I'm concerned about right now, so I don't want to force it. Okay. VWAP coming down nicely here. Momentum over here. A little bit of resistance at 97.3. Thank you for being on the live here, everybody hanging out. BC long the bottom of that 5-minute candle. Yee! Okay. Yee. Don't worry, you're gonna be on there, Alexandra G. I'm working on adding you right now. Gotta add the mod queen. Everybody knows to respect your authority. Okay? Alexandra G is gonna be in the back, keeping an eye on all the lads here. Excuse me, sir. Are you gonna press buy here or are you gonna wait? You should be waiting. I'll hit you with my wrench. Look how big my wrench is. Don't you understand? Respect my authority. I don't know. Today you're Cartman, I guess. Oh, man. This looks like Pride Rock right now. Rafiki's going to throw Simba off the cliff. Look at this. Women, wee. Gotta have fun, right? Trading is waiting, baby. Look, he did it here. Why wouldn't he do it again? Oh, man. Visuals help, don't they? All right, little push here. Trap. Complete trap. Breakout, retest, continuation. S&P holding. Jeez. They're trying to torture us today. Shout out to you guys. Thank you, everybody, for being on the live. Thank you for being here. 450 people here trading Bitcoin. We're waiting, baby. We're waiting. Not I mean, you could roll the dice. This is, I would say it's 60-40. 60, you could get up, make a new high up into here. 40, you chop back down. That would be my guess right now. If I was a betting man, I would say we could come up, mitigate this high, which it's really struggling to do. I would prefer this much, much, much more. We are not in any trade right now. We haven't taken any trades this morning. We've been watching price roll over. Not been the most exciting stream, but we did have a good debate about sugar, bread, meat, all that good stuff. It always goes to food here. It always goes to food here. It's pretty wild. Hoodie is fire. Thank you, Buck. New sub, bro. Nice stream. Thank you for being here. Okay, a little push here. Come for the high. Wave Cypher, thank you for being here, hanging out. Appreciate you, man. What about Doge? Some bad press, man. Department of Government Efficiency. Welcome, Wave Cypher. Happy to have you, man. Happy to have you. F1. No buy follow through, yeah. Failure to take this high just now. Move, Simba. Dave's in the long. You could tell just from what throw him. Dave's in a long. You can tell just by what he's saying, man. Put a 1 in the chat if you're in the long. Put a 2 in the chat if you're in maybe a short from up top. Let me know. I would love to know. I will never forget the Simba analogy. That's the one, man. Where did you learn about trading, Alex? Thanks for the knowledge and updates watching the paint dry in Ireland. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Shout out to Ireland. We got a wedding in Ireland, I think we're going to go to. We got a wedding in the UK in July near Worcester. You guys are in the long, aren't you? I see you guys in the long. Take a look at Algorand for you quickly. You guys are in the long, in the long, in the long. Mitigation of the high just happened here. I'm long on Ondo. You guys are in the long. You guys are in the long. Okay. Adam and Eve, cup and handle. Okay. Nice push here. Absolutely. DDT. I'll let you know when I'm there, bro. I'll message you. Would love to meet you. We can do a vlog. Darren doing things with Alex O Crypto. A little breakout here. Let's take a look at Algorand quickly. Algorand retesting previous highs. Volume in here. Take a look. Yeah, point of control is down in here. 28.8 cents. Breaking out of the value area high. Rejection. Probably coming down to the point of control here. Swing low to swing high. 382 bounce, maybe. Yeah. Looking in here. That's where I'd be looking for Algorand. 28.8. Patience. Roll over here trying to bounce off previous highs. Just like Bitcoin, right? So you got nice spring out of here, right? This is pretty Y coffee. Right? You got your spring, your flag, continuation. Just want to see follow through here. That's what I would look for on Algorand. We got the retarded balloon dog. Are you allowed to say the R word on here? I don't know. Whatever. And we look for the flag. I don't think you are allowed to say the R word on here. I mean, if you grew up in the 90s, the R word is like common practice. I think it says most of my audience is above the age of 25. So I think I can use the R word. I try not to use it. Bitcoin running away. Typical. Typical Bitcoin running away. My chat got blown up again. Okay, 60% chance of coming up to this resistance. Look at that. Look at that. Hit it to a T. Look at that. Retest the previous highs here. Continuation trade. No chase. No chase here. Straight on the rocks. Coming up to VWAP. $446 people here. Thank you for being here, hanging out. God bless every one of you guys. Really shockingly shape price action here. We wait. Overextended now on our 1 minute. Going over to 3 minute here. Hitting our momentum trend line as well. Okay. I'm still more interested in 96.3, to be honest. I'm not going to short this though. Short would be up in this order block and VWAP here. So you got an order block in here and then VWAP coming down. That would be where I'd look for a short, a bit higher here. And there. We could go swing high to swing low from here locally. 786 rejection. Got some resistance in there, that's for sure. Okay. A little fake out to the upside, grabbing some late shorts from this morning, I'm sure. Grabbing those guys. See if price wants to send back down again. 3 minute here. Yeah, this is straight liquidity. If you're looking at this rounded structure to the upside, unless it wants to go parabolic here, which is not typical. Okay. Retesting the highs right now. Potential long here. potential long here. I look a little bit lower. Just for risk management purposes. I'd like to be protected below this low here. Preferably below the golden pocket down in here, but we'll see. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 445 people in here. Pretty awesome, man. Pretty awesome. I appreciate you guys. Good little trade yesterday. 1 for 1. Had a rough week last week. We were 2 for 4. Then I overtraded. The weeks and months before that, we were 85, 86%, 19 for 22. Insane, like some really good months we've had. So it's been lots of fun recently. Last week was our first real challenging week we had. But we share it all here and try to be as transparent and honest and as possible. That's just how we roll. We're a trader helping traders, right? Full-time trader here. Been trading since the Terra Luna collapse full-time. We've been trading full-time since last August. So almost a year and a half now full-time trading. We trade first, YouTube second. Great Discord, free section. Great group of people. Trade setups. $1 a day keeps the doctor away. Great group of people in here. Kyle's giving a trade setup again. Woof. Brewberry chat. Live trading Brewberry. Analysis. Alt ideas. Trade setups. Great group of people. Costs you a coffee. Come and hang out if you want. Coming down in here, we'll see if we do bounce. I mean, you could look at this trend line for a continuation in here. We love a symmetrical triangle, don't we, friends? We love a symmetrical triangle. It's my least favorite. My least favorite. J Powell and 10, big up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How are we all doing this morning? I took profits. Good job. Always good to pay yourselves. I'm 39. I think we've heard the R word so much we don't even notice it, right? It slips sometimes. Like I can't. It's part of my upbringing. Part of my life. Part of my childhood. Good to see you guys in here. Board PC guys. CPI, increased dividends, okay? Is what it is. I mean, it's not like to offend you. It's not to make fun of people with special needs. Not at all. It's not. It's just a word. We all have people who we know like have special needs. It's not. It's just a word. Anyways. People love getting offended. I mean, we used to have rock fights. Now they have pillow fights. Funding's very negative, yeah. Rolling over then. POC rejection. You think they're really waiting for this testimonial? I almost said testicle. Is it like a live thing? Can you watch it live? This J Powell testimonial? I don't think you can watch it live, can you? I think he's just, confessing. I promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Chair Powell testimony. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting one. Inflation, baby, inflation. We want to see inflation coming down. Down, down, down. Let's see if it does want to go down, down, down. You can do Ryan, you can do embroidery on the front and print on the back? Are you sure? Okay, then I'll switch it up, man. I'll switch it up. I have to look into that, Ryan H. Chop City here. Chop City, NASDAQ. What's going on, Piper? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Otter gang, gang, gang. If you try to bite your own you can record that, Dave. There you go. Bite your own ear and tap your chest, right? That one. That was the jokes of the 90s, man. We didn't have much to go off of. We had a Game Boy, we had a Sony Walkman anti-skip. That was music, okay? The boombox with the big D batteries, okay? That was the only the big D energy we needed in our lives, okay? Was those big batteries for our boomboxes, okay? Big D energy, okay? That was the only big energy we knew of back then. And the world's just gone all messed up. J Powell coming at us hot and ready. Yellow Sony cassette Walkman. We had one of those. My mom had one of those. My mom had the yellow one. Yellow Walkman, yeah. Yeah, this is the one, man. My mom had one of these. This one. That was good earbuds too, man. That was the one. I had this one. The Sony Walkman, white and neon green. This was the one I had, white and neon green, as a kid. Where is it? This is the one right here. This is the one I had, man. This was the shit right here. That was me. That was me as a kid. Yeah, baby. I didn't have this one. I had this one, the white one. That was me. With my my grandfather would buy me the R-rated CDs, the Eminem, you know, the Eminem CDs. Hey, why do you want the? I was a real Slim Shady back then, man. I was a real. All right, very, very flat today, friends. Like very flat today. Nice rollover this morning. Coming back, grabbing liquidity. I guess I could stay like 5 more minutes. I'll stay 10 more minutes, depending on price action here. I am still looking for the sweep of the lows in here. I don't want to force a trade just because we're live. You know what I mean? It's we can't tell the market to move. Let's go. Those are worth money on eBay now. Let's go. No, my grandfather's still alive. Go watch some of the shorts, man. That's not true. No knows. I still have my first iPod. That's cool. Chair Powell. Live today? Can we get it? I can stream it. You want me to stream it? Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to stream Chair Powell Confessions. I can do it. Let me know. I'll sit through it with you guys if you want. Yeah? You guys want to do that? I might have to go for a tinkle. You never forget your first. That's the one. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Okay, where do I watch it? Where do I watch it here? CNBC, no? CNBC? Here? Links in the Crown Discord. I got a confession. Oh, there's our friend. Bye, baby Warren. Mrs. I get paid off by everyone. He's got a confession to make. Okay, we'll go theater mode here. We'll minimize this. You guys can hear okay? Lizzie's hot? You guys are nasty. Nope. Not long off of this. No chance.
Good morning.
How's the sound? Sound okay?
Chair Powell.
1 in the chat if the sound's good.
I appreciate your willingness to have a chat with us about some of the really important issues facing our country. Without question, the Federal Reserve serves a critical role in the function of our government and the global economy. You have the ability to influence markets and directly impact the financial future of hundreds of millions
Turn it up a
of
bit.
Americans. That is why the Federal Reserve is supposed to be an independent institution free from politics. But in recent reality, the Fed has been susceptible to political pressure. Take, for example, the Fed's involvement in the Network for Greening the Financial System, a group dedicated to green financing and climate change, which the Fed joined in December 2020 as President Biden was about to assume office. Just last month, the Fed announced that it had pulled out of the organization as President Trump was getting ready to be sworn in. To the American people, this is flip-flopping in the political wind. Too much focus on climate change instead of supervision is consequential. And in March, just 2 years ago, we saw the failure of Silicon Valley Bank. SVB marked the third largest bank failure in U.S. history and the largest since the 2008 financial crisis.
A little bit louder.
Yet not a single federal regulator was held to account. In fact, the FDIC filed a lawsuit against bank executives which accused the SVB of egregious mismanagement. And I agree. How is it that no bank supervisor has faced any consequences? With 30 MRAs and MRIAs that never had timely action at SVB, how can the people who are supposed to be our cops on the beat have not faced any recourse for such egregious failures? I simply don't understand. We must all address the fact that over the last 4 years, the Biden administration and Bidenomics have devastated, decimated, and destroyed hardworking families' ability to support themselves. During Joe Biden's time in office, overall prices rose by over 20%. Energy prices, 34%. Transportation costs, 31%. Groceries, 22%. But that's not all. Thanks to Bidenomics, 2/3 of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings accounts. But there is good news. Things are going to get better. During his first term, President Trump kept his promises to the American people. In the first 3 years of his presidency, President Trump built the most inclusive economy ever. 7 million jobs created, and 2/3 went to women, African Americans, and Hispanics. It's time to once again make America's economy work for the folks working paycheck to paycheck. Joe Biden broke our economy, and Donald Trump will fix it. For too long, bank regulators have followed a black box regulatory framework with little to no recourse. The FDIC, under President Trump's leadership, recently released never-before-seen supervisory documents which confirmed that Biden's Operation Choke Point 2.0 was real, despite assurances that these unacceptable practices would end following the Democrats' first Operation Choke Point 1.0. We are seeing an unfair playing field that results in disastrous consequences for legal businesses and law-abiding citizens. On one hand, if you were in the private sector and you do your job poorly, you would face consequences, reprimands, suspensions, or even being fired. But if you are within the walls of the federal government, such as a bank regulator, you will face no consequences for your actions, even if you pressure a bank to cut off services to digital asset firms, political figures, and conservative-aligned businesses and individuals. To me, that goes against the principles of fairness and market access. Over the last 2 years, as the ranking member of this committee, I have consistently argued that Basel III endgame proposal will raise costs and limit credit access for hardworking Americans. And while I'm glad this proposal was not finalized, the uncertainty surrounding Basel III forced banks to put capital on the sidelines, limiting access to that capital for local small businesses across our country. Now, as chairman, I plan to work to rectify the issues of the Biden administration. Chairman Powell, I look forward to hearing from you on the Federal Reserve's future
like Wesley Snipes,
and the plans that you have for right-sizing the financial regulatory framework, specifically around Basel III. To create jobs here in America, we need to make sure there's capital and liquidity in the market. And we also want all Americans, even those growing up in poverty like I did, to know that they can access the capital necessary to start new businesses, grow existing businesses, buy a home, and pursue their American dream. Chairman, I look forward to your comments and your testimony. I will simply say that I believe that weaponizing an independent agency like the Fed for liberal positions, from debanking crypto, bank stress test, and the green financing scheme, is not calling balls and strikes as a fair referee. And I hope that we are getting ready to clean that slate, start afresh,
you guys are bad,
on a healthy economy. Ranking Member Warren.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chair Powell, it is no secret that you and I disagree on the need for strong bank regulation, on monetary policy, and on the Fed's stock trading scandals. We have sharp differences, but I believe you are a principled public servant who cares about this country. We are at an unprecedented moment. Our financial systems are facing huge risks from the economic chaos of President Trump and his co-president, Elon Musk. From on-again, off-again tariffs to on-again, off-again layoffs for tens of thousands of government workers, to on-again, off-again cuts in domestic grain purchases, to on-again, off-again support for medical research.
Co-president Elon Musk.
Co-president Musk and his OMB director have frozen all work at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. There are now 0 cops overseeing the $18 trillion consumer lending market. 0 cops. Investigations into illegal foreclosures and auto repossessions canceled. Exams of giant credit card issuers to weed out unlawful junk fees canceled. Probes of illegal debt collection practices canceled. Rules to save people billions of dollars canceled. If Musk and his OMB director succeed in killing the CFPB,
Elon's going to meme
like
the shit out of this.
On every checking account, every credit card, every mortgage application, and every car loan, cops have been fired. Let the scams
I want to see sweep
begin.
of the lows in here. Sweep of the lows. Bullish divergence.
Musk and his Doge crew are also rooting through the Treasury's
sweep of the lows, bullish
important
divergence, golden
systems,
pocket.
the financial
right
plumbing
here.
that ensures that
Looking for
billions
the
of payments go through, from Social Security checks to grants for community health centers. No one has verified how they got this access or what they are doing with it. No one has checked whether Americans' financial data has been copied or sold for the personal profit of Mr. Musk. Instead, we've had a series of misleading and
Sean Connery says as long as it's open hand, never close fist.
After receiving public blowback, it appears that Secretary Bessent is now trying to throw the Federal Reserve under the bus. Secretary Bessent claims that Doge can't meddle with the Treasury's payment systems because ultimately the Fed is in control. Now, I'm not sure whether Secretary Bessent doesn't understand how the system works or if he's just trying to shift the blame to you. But I know he is wrong. The Fed simply executes the transactions that Treasury instructs.
Hey, Janet, what the 5 fingers say to the face?
For example, initiate instructions to choke off payments to their enemies, or if they issue instructions to shut down payment for teachers' aides for kids with special needs, the Fed may have no way of knowing that the instructions were manipulated, and the Fed may have no legal method to override them. Chair Powell, the next 18 months may define your legacy and the country's trust in the Fed as an institution. I expect that you will work with Democrats and Republicans in Congress if Doge's next move is to try to commandeer the Fed's payment system. I also expect that you will not join the conspiracy to shutter the CFPB. Unlike the Treasury payment instructions, you can see if the CFPB's funding requests have been manipulated. Man. I understand that some extremists have a different view about what the law ought to be. But under the law right now, impoundment is clearly illegal. Do not make the Federal Reserve an accomplice to this illegal act and forever sully the reputation of the Fed. Keep the CFPB funded exactly as the law requires.
I smell
we are
pharmacy.
in the middle of a crisis as Elon Musk tries to take over our government. But let's also talk for just a minute about your day-to-day job, meeting the Fed's dual mandate of promoting maximum employment and stable prices. It's now clear that the Fed acted too late and let inflation get too high, and then responded by keeping rates too high for too long. These policies made the big drivers of inflation, like housing costs, even worse. And they put Americans' jobs at risk, making it more difficult for them to afford a home and for small businesses to be able to finance their operations. I urge you to take her out for a date there, Dave. To bring down interest rates.
You like play the harp on her neck.
With a meaningful rate cut next month. You have proven you can move quickly when it is politically expedient. After President Trump was elected, within the space of just a few weeks, You scrubbed seemingly all mention of diversity and inclusion from the Fed's website. You withdrew from an international central bank group that shares information on climate-related risks to the financial system. You instituted a hiring freeze that will limit the number of cops on the Wall Street beat. And you announced plans to gut big bank stress tests.
Like, what am I to say to this woman?
I can see the immediate political appeal of your strategy, but ultimately it will fail.
Put her in the money
lose
printer.
Good people. Climate catastrophes will continue to mount, and the increasing vulnerability of big banks will threaten our entire economy. Sure, Donald Trump may be happier with you right now, but wading deeper
I think
into
Elon should have
politics
a
to
baby
please
with her.
him
He's all
over
about
the
world
long
population,
run
isn't he?
will burn the reputation and the independence of the Fed
Hello,
and
Elon-
put our
Elon
entire
Warren.
economy at risk. I urge you, don't fall into these traps. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am.
Poor
Today
guy,
we'll hear
man.
from
He's got to
Chair of
sit
the
through
Federal
that.
Reserve, Jerome Powell, on the semi-annual monetary policy report to Congress. Chair Powell, thank you for your testimony today, and you are now recognized.
Chairman Scott, Ranking Member Warren, and other members of the committee, I appreciate the opportunity to present the
I can't turn up the
Reserve's
volume.
semi-annual monetary policy report. The Federal Reserve remains squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of
Dual
the American
mandates.
people. The economy is strong overall and has made significant progress toward our goals over the past 2 years. Labor market
I like the
conditions have
bottoming
cooled
structure
from
here,
their
V-shaped
formerly
recovery.
overheated state and remain solid. Inflation has moved much closer to our 2% longer run goal, though it remains somewhat
Got a
elevated.
trigger wave in here, pushing
We are
up.
attentive to the risks on both sides of our mandate. I will review the current economic situation before turning to monetary policy.
Wait for the cough.
Recent
When
indicators
he coughs,
suggest that
he's gonna tell
economic
us which
activity
direction.
has continued to expand
Listen
at
for the cough.
a solid pace. GDP rose 2.5%
Always listen for
in
the cough.
2024, bolstered by resilient consumer spending. Investment in equipment and intangibles appears to have declined in the fourth quarter, but was solid for the year overall.
NASDAQ going.
Following weakness in the middle of last year, activity in the housing
recovery
sector
for
seems to
NASDAQ.
have stabilized. In the labor market, conditions remain solid and appear to have stabilized. Payroll job gains averaged 189,000 per month over the past 4 months.
Our co-president,
Following
Elon
earlier
Musk.
increases, the unemployment rate has been steady now since the middle of last year, and at 4% in January remains low.
The cough
Nominal
is
wage growth has
when he
eased
coughs,
over the past year, and the
if
jobs
it's
to workers
behind a
gap
bullish
has
statement
narrowed.
or a bearish statement when he coughs.
Overall, a wide
So if
set
he
of indicators
says something bullish and
suggests
coughs,
that conditions in
long.
the labor market are broadly in balance.
Trust me. Back test it.
The
Back
labor
test
market
the
is
cough.
not a source of significant inflationary pressures.
It's all about the cough, man.
The strong labor market conditions in recent years have helped narrow long-standing disparities in employment and earnings across demographic groups.
Nice push.
Inflation has eased
There
significantly
it is.
over the past 2 years, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer-term goal. PCE prices rose 2.6% over the 12 months
That's
ending
bullish.
in December.
There's the cough.
And
It's bullish.
excluding the
Bullish
volatile
cough.
food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.8%.
We got a bullish cough.
Longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households, businesses,
Looking to
and
get long off the
forecasters,
cough.
as well as measures from financial markets. Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual
Bullish
mandate
cough.
to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. Since last September,
bullish
the
cough
FOMC
here.
lowered the policy rate by a full
NASDAQ
percentage
ripping.
point from its peak, after having maintained the target range for the federal funds rate at 5.25% to 5.5% for 14
Move for a retest
months.
back into here.
That
cough?
recalibration of our policy stance was appropriate in light of the progress on inflation and the cooling in the labor market. Meanwhile, we've continued to reduce our securities holdings. With our policy stance now significantly less restrictive than it had been, and the economy remaining strong, we do not need to be in a hurry to adjust our policy stance. We know that reducing policy restraint too fast
We got a
or
bullish
too
cough
much
here. Looking to
could
break out.
hinder progress on inflation. At the same time, reducing policy restraint too slowly or too little
Yeah, the
could
coughs aren't
unduly
wet
weaken
enough. I
economic
agree.
activity and employment. In considering the extent and timing of additional adjustments to the target range for the federal funds rate, the FOMC will assess incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks.
I'm telling you, if you backtest the
As
costs,
the economy evolves, we will adjust our policy stance in a manner that best
it's like
promotes
90%
our
hit
maximum
rate.
employment and price stability goals. If the economy remains strong and inflation does not continue to move sustainably toward 2%, we can maintain policy restraint for longer. If the
Thank you,
labor
everybody,
market
for
were to
being here.
weaken unexpectedly, or inflation
We're going
were to fall
late
more
today. I
quickly
don't know how
than
you guys have
anticipated,
convinced me to go
we can
this
ease
late.
policy accordingly. We are attentive to the risks on both sides of our dual mandate, and policy is well positioned to deal with the risks and
Thank you
uncertainties
for being
that we
here,
face.
hanging out.
This year, we are conducting the second periodic review of our monetary policy strategy, tools, and communications, the framework used to pursue our congressionally mandated assigned goals of maximum
Okay,
employment
that's
and
not
stable prices.
bullish or bearish, that
The
cough.
focus of this review is on the FOMC's statement on longer-run goals and monetary policy strategy, which articulates the committee's approach to monetary policy, and on the committee's policy communication tools.
3 drives
The
up at
committee's
the top here,
2%
trigger wave
longer-run
trying to push
inflation
up.
goal will be retained and will not be a focus of the review. Our review
Inverse
will
head and
include
shoulders
outreach
on
and
Market
public
Safer.
events involving a wide range of parties, including Fed Listens events around the country and a research conference in May. We will take on board lessons of the past 5 years and adapt our approach where appropriate to best serve the American people to whom we are accountable. We intend to wrap up the review by late summer.
Thanks,
Let
Jerome.
me conclude by emphasizing that at the Fed, we'll do everything we can to achieve our dual mandate goals that Congress has set
Dual mandate.
for monetary policy. We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success
Coming
in
down here.
delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. Thank you. I look forward to your
Thanks,
questions.
Jerome Powell.
Thank you, Chairman Powell. Certainly your words and your actions have a global impact. You have the opportunity and responsibility of leading this country in the right direction economically, and I thank you for your commitment to having a conversation with all of us about how you do that well. You and I had a conversation yesterday. Some of it was frustrating, some of it was illuminating, but in the end, my goal is to make sure that the American people, specifically those working paycheck to paycheck, have more opportunities to succeed, not fewer. You have said that the Fed is not against innovation, and banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers as long as they understand.
I have a
and can manage the
5-month-old son.
risks.
Come on, guys.
Yet you have admitted that the threshold has been a little higher for banks engaging in crypto activities. Last week, I held a hearing on debanking and once again heard that federal banking agencies, in particular the Fed, use reputational risk as a tool to encourage the debanking of certain legal industries and law-abiding citizens for political reasons not tied to safety and soundness. Debanking is a top priority for this committee, and it certainly is for me, and one that I believe is a bipartisan issue. Will you commit to working with this committee to end debanking, including working with the new Vice Chair of Supervision, once appointed, to revise the Federal Reserve Supervision Manuals to remove reputational risk as a tool to weigh in on political topics?
I'm happy to make that commitment.
Thank you, sir. Accountability is very important. I would like to think accountability is a priority for everyone, especially the Fed, given that failures in Fed supervision can result in the loss of billions of dollars. Yet following the failure of the Silicon Valley Bank, which was in part due to the failures of its regulators to identify egregious mismanagement of interest rate and liquidity risks, we have yet to see any regulators be held accountable. And as you recall, that was a point of my frustration. As a guy who's spent a lot of time in the private sector, 15 years running a few businesses, I can tell you that accountability is a necessary part of making the entire organization healthier and perform its job as well as possible. I'm encouraged that the FDIC has begun the process of holding SVB executives accountable. That's good news. But no Fed employee has been fired, put on probation, put on performance improvement plan, all of which would be expected in the private sector, as I just mentioned, for employee failure. Please explain to me why Fed employees are held to a different standard from my perspective than everyone else? And what are you planning to do to take accountability for Fed failures in supervision?
If we fail, we just print. That's why.
We've actually done quite a lot in response to the events associated with Silicon Valley Bank. So we've done many, many things. In terms of specific accountability, what we found was this was not a case of malfeasance or nonfeasance so much. It was a case of people were carrying out a specific playbook that failed to cause us to act in time for these things. So it wasn't actually particularly fair to the employees to say you violated our practices in some way. That wasn't really what happened. What happened was, I would say, a lot of focus on process and on governance and controls, and not enough focus on basic bread and butter banking, credit risk, liquidity risk, interest rate risk, things like that. So, as we discussed yesterday, we took very substantial steps to avoid further spread of those issues, and that was successful. But I understand your point on accountability.
This is one of the areas where you see the approach of looking at safety and soundness, and with the number of MRAs and MRAs that went really documented, but no action was taken, that leads me to the conclusion that individual employees, supervisors, should have been held accountable for that. I'll move on, though. In the past, you've supported tailoring regulations so that we ensure banks of different sizes thrive and to preserve our diverse banking system. Will you commit to working with me as chairman to make sure that financial regulations do not impose more burden than is necessary?
And the Fed, please, sir.
This comes after a number of conversations with community banks and regional banks that have continued to stress that the cost of the regulatory framework around them isn't just harsh,
trade here, friends.
Larger banks suggest that the cost per employee for the regulatory framework is $10,000 per employee. I think we can do better, and would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Right, first of all, I will commit to working with you on that. We do try to avoid excessive burden. I think it's fair to take a fresh look frankly, on debanking. I think we all see, both in your hearing and in the one on the House side, we hear a lot of people talking about that. And, it's time to take a fresh look, I think. We don't intentionally do these things, but sometimes regulation leads things to happen, and we need to be working on that.
I appreciate that, and I'll turn it over to the ranking member. I'll say this:
send it over
after having a number of conversations with CEOs and banks around the country. One of the things that was clear to me with specific statement from
I think she should
CEOs
rap. She should be a rapper.
Regulatory
next career.
OCC and other regulatory agencies.
She's got the voice
specifically to debank certain
Snarky,
industries.
you know?
And that is the point that I'm making, and one that I think we have to solve. If it's legal in America to do business, we should do our part to make sure that they're banked.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So over the weekend, Co-President Musk and Acting Director Vogt effectively shut down the CFPB. No more cop on the beat looking out for a family of 4 in South Carolina facing an illegal foreclosure. No more cop on the beat looking out for your grandma whose bank account has just been taken over by a scammer. No more cop on the beat looking out for people getting ripped off by giant credit card companies that are charging illegal junk fees. It also means that the CFPB is no longer doing one of its most important jobs, examining big banks to root out illegal conduct before it happens, or at least stop it before more people get hurt. Chair Powell, if the CFPB isn't on the job right now, then who is administering J.P. Morgan or Wells Fargo's consumer compliance exams to ensure that they are following the law?
Senator, I believe that, and you would know, that Dodd-Frank moved all authority for examinations in the consumer space to the CFPB. We still have some jurisdiction.
We'll talk about that in a sec. But the answer to my question, please. If the CFPB is not there examining these giant banks to make sure they are following the laws on not cheating consumers, who is doing that job?
I can say no other federal regulator.
No one, in other words. So thanks to Co-President Musk and CFPB Acting Director Vogt, Wall Street banks no longer have to show the bank examiners that they're not illegally opening accounts people didn't ask for, like happened with Wells Fargo, or charging illegal junk fees like the Bank of America did.
She's so
but
angry.
CFPB has jurisdiction only
She
on
gets up
banks
for
that
this
have
shit.
more than $10 billion in assets. So what's happening in thousands of community banks all around the country, those that have less than $10 billion in assets?
I'm here for Co-President Musk.
So, Chair Powell, as you know, the Fed oversees consumer compliance for state member banks that have less than $10 billion in assets. Has the Fed suspended consumer compliance exams for those smaller banks, or is the Fed still on the job to make sure that those smaller banks are following consumer financial laws?
She looks like she looks like
all right.
Barney's
By forcing
grandmother.
the CFPB not to do its job, President Trump, Elon Musk, and the author of Project 2025, Russ Vought, are giving Wall Street banks an unlimited get-out-of-jail-free card so they can cheat working families, even while community banks continue to play by the rules. You know, for any Americans who have money deposited at J.P. Morgan or Wells Fargo or any other of the giant banks, they should now know that there is no one on the job to make sure that those banks are not scamming you. Only the smaller banks now have a cop on the beat to make sure that they aren't cheating consumers. You know, if I have my money in one of those giant banks, I might think about going to a smaller bank.
We know you're
where the
all rich
protection,
there,
at least right
Liz
now,
Warren.
is a whole lot better.
Not relative to your salary, young lady.
Now, at the same time that the CFPB is under attack, the Fed is buckling to pressure from Wall Street to erase other safeguards for the too-big-to-fail banks. During the first Trump administration, under your leadership, the Fed weakened the big bank stress tests, including by giving the big banks some of the answers to the test in advance. I called you out on it, but you promised right here in this committee that you would not give those banks the whole answer key. I'm going to quote you back. You said complete knowledge of the models could lead to a model
$7,800,000
in which all firms have similar internal stress testing models, which could increase the correlation of risk in the system and miss key idiosyncratic risks faced by the firms. I agreed with you. But several weeks ago, the Fed announced that it has plans to do exactly that, hand all of the answers over to the giant banks. Chair Powell, why is the Fed about to propose a rule that directly contradicts your own testimony and, in your own words, would render the stress tests toothless?
Senator, in essence, because the ground has shifted very substantially in administrative law, and we actually want the stress test to remain resilient to that. And so we're making changes to accomplish that.
Well, the changes are changes you've identified earlier as making those tests toothless. Look, the big banks are going to juice shareholder payouts and leave this economy more vulnerable to a crash. The Fed is knuckling under to bank lobbyists. We know how this ends. People will suffer. Wall Street will get bailed out. I urge you, Chair Powell, to serve Main Street instead of Wall Street. Don't weaken these rules.
Thank you. Senator Rounds.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Chairman, thank you for coming before the committee. I appreciate the opportunity to visit with you. I've got a series of questions, but I would like to give you an opportunity, if you would like. The suggestion that the ranking member has made here is that the big banks can now scam individuals right now. Any change in the laws regarding how they're supposed to be treating the individual consumers out there or anything along that line?
Law changes? No, I'm not aware of any.
Any changes, any rules that they would have to follow?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are they still audited, and do they still have the regulators in watching all of their businesses just as they did before?
Well, they'd have all the regulators except for the CFPB.
How are you?
If, in fact, in the hypothetical,
I'm still
the
live.
CFPB weren't carrying that out.
Anything else you'd like to add before we move on?
Chair Powell's testimony.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As we continue to prioritize the stability and the resilience of our financial system, the ongoing Basel III rulemaking process has remained front
You gonna have some
and
breakfast?
center in shaping our regulatory framework.
Yeah.
I guess I was rather outspoken with my opposition to the original proposal, and further work was stalled
gonna
at the
end it
end of
up
the
here.
last year.
I'll be in there. Give
I
me
guess
5 minutes,
my
okay?
question for you today, sir, is could you provide an update on the Federal Reserve's progress in finalizing the Basel III endgame?
I don't know if you guys
rulemaking
want to watch
process?
this.
I'd be glad to.
I gotta
so
I
we
gotta go
remain
and teach
committed to
in about half an
completing
hour.
Basel III endgame.
Here's the link
We think
for
it's
this
good
if you want to
for
watch
US
it.
banks. It's
I'll send you over to Piper Academy as well. I'm gonna go have some breakfast with my wife and family. So that's the gist of it. Choppy today. No trade. I mean, we could have shorted. We could have taken a quick scalp long. Obviously, yeah, you can't force it, right? You can't force it. But it was a good one. At least we're all prepared. I would still look for that swing failure pattern. Then possibly a short off the VWAP. Be safe out there. I appreciate you all. And thank you, everybody, for being here, supporting the channel. God bless you guys. I'm going to send you over to Piper Academy. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right? For the inflation rate. Let's go.
On it come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves that are flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pants full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well, indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket